We're joined now by Agnes Gitau, who's the director of the London-based GBS Africa group, which works to promote business and investment in Africa. Thank you very much for speaking to us. So, hearing from some of the youth in Kenya, and Famida Miller's report there, and half of the 19 million who've registered to vote are under the age of 35, how important is this demographic going to be in determining the outcome of the election?
I do hope that is going to determine, first, the young people are concerned about issues of high levels of unemployment, quality of education, security, and also the high inflation rate. So it is important for the first time, as you said, 51% of the 19 million registered voters are under the age of 35. I do hope, and everybody is hopeful, that they do not vote the way Kenyans vote traditionally, according to the person I know, but they'll be driven by issues that the political party that addresses some of the most important things, according to them, is what they're going to vote for, and not people and personalities.
What's important to young people in Kenya? What kind of change do they want to see after this election?
They want to see jobs. I mean, the needs of young people in Kenya are the needs of young people everywhere, Mariam. So employment, I mean, most of our graduates, Kenya's workforce is highly educated. Most of these graduates do not have work. Another issue that every Kenyan, young or old, worries about is security and also high cost of living. So these are the issues that our young people will be looking out for, and hopeful that they get leaders who represent them. Again, corruption, and I hate to say this, but it's something that people say, that, you know, if any political party that promises to tackle corruption head-on will be a party that will be voted for, hopefully.
And, of course, everyone is looking for there to be high voter turnout in this election, but there have been reports that people are fearful of there being a repeat of the post-election violence that we saw in 2007. What have you been hearing from the people that you know in Kenya about movement, people going from urban areas to rural areas, because they're fearful that we could see unrest afterwards, and how that could affect the turnout? You know,
traditionally, voter turnout in Kenya is highly commendable. Over 80% of registered voters always come out. Normally, Kenyans vote very peacefully. The protest and violence comes only in the election results reporting or the outcome. So the management of the election results, that's the challenge. So yes, there are speculation that people are moving from places, but we had assurances from the police 2 days ago saying that they have deployed at least 180,000 police officers to ensure that people are safe, and they have assured Kenyans that you'll be secure. And I do hope that Kenyans will go and exercise their democratic right, and that they shouldn't be driven, because a lot of it is perception. You know, in Kenya, it would be a hearsay. I had this, I had people are moving. It's not founded. So the police have come out and reassured that they have invested hugely on the security of the election. And I do hope that this in some way gives the people confidence, and they stay and vote for their people, for their leaders.
Agnes Gitau, thank you very much for coming to speak to us.